Months of design, casting, and finishing. And none of it matters until this goes in. This is what turns a cabinet into a speaker. If you're new here, I build speaker cabinets out of a mineral cast concrete. Not MDF, not plywood, but a dense poured composite that's nothing like a traditional speaker cabinet. The drivers are from GR Research, the M165 woofer, the Neo 3 planar magnetic tweeter, and the crossover was designed by Danny Richie. I designed and built the cabinet, Danny designed the crossover to match it, and today, those two halves come together. So here's what Danny sent me. Well, actually he sent me a bag of parts and a paper with a schematic layout. But since the inside of my cabinet tapers towards the back, I needed to make a custom crossover board to fit. I have to put these recesses in to locate the parts and hold them in place. And everything here is point-to-point soldered. So the end result is Danny's component engineering and my builder engineering to get this part completed. Danny specifies the components, the values, the topology, the engineering. That's all him. My job is just figuring out how to build it and get it into this cabinet. So every part has a recess in the board to keep it located. Nothing shifts, nothing buzzes, point-to-point soldering, and no PCB boards. The wiring that connects to the crossover parts is out of a high purity copper. If you don't cover that, it will oxidize in time. So that's why we put these shrink sleeves over the top to protect them, and we heat shrink them on. This is where production tooling and speaker building overlap. You're managing fit and tolerance, just at a different scale. So when I designed this cabinet, I had to plan for the crossover from day one. The mounting points, the wire routing, just making sure nothing rattles inside in a dense cabinet like this. With an MDF cabinet, you can just screw things wherever you want. With a cast concrete cabinet, every mounting point has to be designed into the mold. I put these little threaded inserts in, so it's not so easy to drill after the fact, depending on where the holes need to be and the access to them. And that's really the trade-off. You get a cabinet that's dead quiet, but you have to think through every detail before you pour. I want to thank this week's sponsor, Pale Blue Batteries. They got these really cool batteries with a USB-C port right on the battery. So you can take a power bank on the go, you can charge them up, have power on the go. Pale Blue Batteries, they're awesome. This is now ready to mount into the cabinet. Get the drivers wired up, get the input in, and this baby's almost done. So while the crossover was the last piece inside the cabinet, the base is the last piece outside of the cabinet. So if you order these speakers and have a place to put them at the proper height, that's great. But if you need to mount these to a stand, then not just any old stand will work with these speakers. For one, they're heavy, and that's by design, but they need a custom stand to mount them properly. So I designed this base, which will also be cast in concrete, and it will have a steel tube with the corresponding mounting plate for the speaker on top and the mount plate attached to the speaker at the base. I had to redesign this from an earlier version. It's not just cosmetic changes. The base had to support a cabinet that weighs 50 pounds. So while this is still in its primer state, I'm not going to hold up this video to wait for the paint to dry, and you'll see the finished version when we do the sound test. So one of the advantages of building your own tooling is you can iterate fast. I didn't like the first base, so I made a new one. That's decades of production tooling experience talking. You don't need to fall in love with version 1. You'd keep working on it and making it better. So this is it. The cabinet, drivers, crossover, base, all together for the first time. Months of work in one package. And now, the real question. How does it sound? Well, in the next video, we'll find out. If you don't want to miss that, you better subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you on the next one.